having a lovely time, welcome to a Yogapod Flow practice. Coming into centering and breathing. Conscious breathing, allowing it to slow down as we slow down too, in our heads primarily. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up, exhale, right arm down. Inhale, lift the left arm up with energy. Exhale, reach out to the left, even side tilting a little bit. Then bring in that shoulder blade down and lower the arm. Inhale, right arm up with energy. Take it out to the side, even side tilt. And then draw that shoulder blade down and lower the arm down. We'll come into Robin's Flow. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to prayer pose. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, right arm up, take it out to the diagonal, side tilt, reaching, draw that shoulder blade down, and lower the arm down. Inhale, left arm up, feel lengthening, feel that core lifting. Exhale, little bit of a side tilt, really reaching. Then draw that shoulder blade down and come into Tadasana. Inhale, shoulders do a nice circle. And then exhale to the low lunge. Or you can come right into the high lunge if you're warmed up. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, side bend. Breathe deeply. Inhale, back up, bring the hands to prayer pose, and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, feet are wide, gonna do one little cat-cow here, where you take a back bend, return to centering, and round it out. Inhale here, and come into the low lunge. You can have that side perpendicular as well, or take it far back and come into the high lunge. Inhale here, exhale, lower that right arm. Your left arm might have come up too, but it can rest on the pod now. Inhale, back up, and exhale, returning to Tadasana with the feet apart a little bit, and we'll do another cat-cow. And round it out. Now let's go back to that lunge again because I know I forgot the twist. So we'll come into the twist, going to the right, and coming out of it and returning to Tadasana. Robin's Flow. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to prayer pose. Inhale, lifting up and lowering down. Take the feet apart and just take the body right to left. In fact, you can bring your left shoulder forward and then your right shoulder forward. Lengthen here as you do so. Feel lifted up below the belly button and then keep coming forward and start bending your elbows. Now press to the feet. Draw the crown of the head forward. Go side to side. Be very careful. Be mindful, paying attention to what the body's feeling, and then maybe you can just let go. And as you press through the feet, roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, fingertips up to the sky. Take the feet apart even more, and we'll come into a nice lunar flow. And then we're going to come into plank pose. I'm just going to do it this way just to make sure it's not boat, plank. You can flex and you can make a motion to lift the leg a little higher. Flexing and then gently lifting the leg a little higher. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, extend. Arms extend too. Feel your extension up towards the sky as well. Couple flexions and lifting lifting, lifting, lifting. Do it again. Inhale here, couple flexions, breathing deeply, lifting, lifting, lifting. We're going to do that all over again, but I'm going to do a mat version. Before we all do that, let's do Robin's Flow. You can either take, if you're on the pod, you can either take a little break here, maybe practice some ratio breathing, or you're going to go ahead to plank once again. Others will want to be on the mat. And with that, whatever leg you choose, do some nice flexion. And then practice lifting, 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 lifting. Without sagging at the lower back at all. Extending the other leg, flexing, and lifting, 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 lifting. Do the same thing again, lifting the leg and flexing. A lot of core, a lot of everything work here. Lifting, and once more on the other side. Flexing and lifting. Now everybody can take a back bend. People on the mat can do that by coming into Cobra. And then returning to the pod. And then we can all do a back bend from the pod. Inhale, sweep up, clasp the hands together. Turn the palms up to the sky. Come forward on the sit bones. Take the elbows back. Nice big back bend here. And give yourself a hug. Returning to Tadasana and breathe. Nice Ujjayi breath. You can make the sound at the back of the throat if you want to. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right leg out to the side. Lift the left arm up. Have a nice side bend to the right. And we'll open it up to Warrior B. Reminder that you can lower the arms at any time if the shoulders start getting tired. The last thing you want to do is lift shoulders. And of course, there's always the ever-present option to come off the pod. Breathe. Exhale, right arm lower. Inhale to exalted. Here comes the swoop to Parsvakonasana. Long, long line. Breathe. Be tall. And then there's the option for Trikonasana for those of you who are not on the pod. Inhale, we all rise up. We all return to the pod, and we all do Robin's Flow. Inhale, left leg is extended, left leg out to the side, lift that right arm up, and we come into the side bend. Gate pose, Padagasana said with an American accent. Inhale, arms to a T, and we'll make our way to Virabhadrasana B, Warrior B, or Warrior A. On or off the pod. Just make sure that torso is facing forward, no matter what iteration of the pose you do. The right knee, if you're on the pod, doesn't have to be open real wide. You want this feeling, and you want that feeling of lengthening. That's all. Exhale, left arm lowers. Inhale, coming to exalted. And then making the way to Parsvakonasana. We have the option, after you take a few breaths here, to come into Trikonasana. Left arm by the ear, or you can extend it up. You can always have a soft bend in that knee, of course. Inhale, rising up, and finding your way to Tadasana, Robin's Flow. Now let's come into boat pose. You can keep your same position, maybe leaning back, of course, one leg, two legs, whatever you want to do today. Feeling good and strong in that torso, and then gradually straightening the leg or legs. Feeling that core working, upper ab working, arms extended, breathing deeply. Come out of that pose, take the legs apart, and let's do what we did at the beginning of our session, side to side. Oh, I know, we started this way with the shoulders. This time let it be the torso leading the way. See how the torso's leading? The side bodies are leading? Yeah. Let the crown of the head reach forward, and then you can either let go here or place some hands on the ground. Separate the feet quite a bit and take your tush off. Lengthen here as much as you're able and fold. And we'll return to Tadasana. We'll extend that right leg coming to the back bend and make our way down to down dog. Now, if you choose to have your arms in front, that's fine, but you can ask for the challenge of keeping the arms by the ears if you'd like. Inhale, lift up, and extend the left leg, and we'll come forward to down dog. We can also have a back bend here and return to Tadasana. Robin's Flow. Take the feet apart again. We're going to go side to side to side, coming down. Now, you might everybody do this on the pod here because we're going to do it again, and I'll get cueing for Matt. And then you can let go if you'd like here. Then inhale, rise up, leading with the chest. Exhale, extend the right foot forward, point the toe. Make a back bend. This is your cobra, right? And then find your down dog, either here or here, right? You'll rise up and do the same thing again, coming into the back bend. You can have that toe pointed if you'd like. It's more like traditional cobra. And then find down dog, here or here, or with the elbows bent, almost in cactus. That's good too. Inhale to rise up. Everybody, Robin's Flow. Okay, let's take the feet apart, and there we go again. All right, now you on the pod, we're going to come all the way down. People off the pod are going to take the feet apart, and we'll all fold. If you're off the pod, you can do your best not to round. Excuse me, little ant. Now, if you're on the pod, lift one leg, come into plank for a moment. As we're coming into plank on the mat. And then people on the mat will lie down. Then you can point your toes, as we are here, and find cobra. And then everyone, come into your downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. If you're on the mat, you can walk the dog a little bit to wake up the back of the legs. Now everyone come into plank again. On the pod, lift the other leg, and we'll lower down on the mat. And we'll come into cobra. So you can point your toe if you're on the pod. And everybody will make their way to downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. And we'll all come to Tadasana, right? And we'll take a nice robin's flow. Take the feet apart a little bit. Do some nice window washing. Return to Tadasana. Take the feet apart a little bit. And we're going to do our nice pushing. And remember, you can make this a deeper twist if you want, in which case you can really turn those feet towards the side, right? So think of this as, in fact, we can add an arm gesture and then press, arm gesture and press, long arm and press, and long arm and press. Yeah, you can try that off the pod too. Long arm and press, and long arm and press. Challenge for balance. Long arm and press, and long arm and press. And then everybody coming to cactus with the legs spread. And we'll do a nice lunar flow here. And then one more time, if you're on the pod, come forward. Now those of us who are on the mat can come forward as well. Have your hands at the sacrum. We can clasp the hands together and we'll fold. Inhale to rise up, and everybody make their way back to the pod. Inhale, sweep up, coming into prayer pose, lifting the chest up and lowering down. Inhale, hold on to any part of the leg you like, and we'll straighten that leg, and we'll take the leg out to the side. Take your gaze to the left as well. And then cross, bringing the left leg, cross the right leg over the left. Inhale, lift the left arm up and twist and come into prayer pose twist. Breathing deeply. Now just as an added little thing, if you want to do a standing split, you can come into that. Notice I'm using my knuckles here. That feels comfortable to me. And then we'll return to Tadasana. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to prayer pose. And lift up. And exhale, lower. So, grabbing, you can use a strap here if you wanted to, but I didn't tell you to get one, so you probably don't have one. You can do yoga toe lock. You can hold on to the back of the thigh. You can be that high up the leg. It's okay. Wherever it enables you to have integrity of spine. Take your gaze over to the right. And then we'll bring that left leg in. Bringing the right foot in, left leg across, and coming into, with attention to lengthening and feeling long and strong, press in with the right foot, knee over ankle, and come into prayer pose twist. And then for those of you who want to give it a whirl, you can do this standing. It's about a half split here for me, I know. Lifting up, and then everyone returning to Tadasana. Give a nice robin's flow. I think a nice few shoulder rolls would be good to do. And now let's do some twists and tucks. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale back to center and lift, opposite, twist and tuck. There we go. And now let's come into some nice, some people call them bicycles. I think of pressing rather than this sort of thing. You can do that, but I just feel more managed when I think of pressing the ball of the feet forward. And I certainly get quite a core workout. I'm feeling it in my back, but my core is so strong that I feel pretty connected and balanced without any sense of doom about it. But when I come out of the pose, nevertheless, it'll feel good to do Hulasana, just going around on my sit bones. Your sit bones too. Inhale, fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, press into the right hand and enjoy a side bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower the left arm, press into the left foot. And today, even though the air quality is still not really good, I think we could probably do a little bit of Kapalabhati. Remember, it's just some pulsings, something rare in yoga that happens right in that tummy area. You can feel it moving. I'm going to stand up on this one and bend the knees. You still can be seated to do it. But remember, there are little pulses there, right in that midriff area. Got it? Remember how it goes? You can have your fingertips there if you want to see what it feels like. Go ahead, puff out the air. Inhale. And here we go. And fingertips up to the sky. Lower everything down, and we just come into centering after that. And breathe. Enjoy life. I hope you're enjoying life during this practice. And then bring right ear to the right shoulder. Lift up the head and go the other direction. And we'll go back and forth. And let's extend the right foot forward and come into a nice hamstring stretch here. Come out of the pose a little bit so you put the left hand below the knee and feel flat back, and then just open it up. And we return back, and we'll extend the other leg. Same thing, folding forward. Coming out of the pose a little bit, almost like the half lift, or I would call it the half lift. Place your hand just below the knee and open it up. You can use a twist here. And you can use your elbow as leverage against that right knee. Inhale, we'll rise up here, and once again, do Hulasana. Take the feet apart. We're going to form our big beach ball, but start with the arms at a diagonal. Hold on to that ball. Really feel the weight of it. It's not a really light ball. And then exhale, fold forward and twist. So this is a little bit different than the twist and tuck. You're using other muscles close by. And we'll do it again. Press through the feet. And we'll come back. Keep your beach ball nice and big. I know mine can get small. Make sure the shoulders aren't lifting, but they're certainly working. And I feel it in my tricep, in the lower arm. So see if you feel that. Maybe you don't. But if you really have yourself activated, it's like you can really feel the weight of the ball. And you come forward, press to the heel. Somebody passing by would say, that's a nothing move. That's a nothing vinyasa. But we know better. When you put effort behind it, you go, go, go. And this helps you to become stronger, because of course we have to do something that calls upon us to be strong in order to be strong. Fingertips up. Exhale, lower the arms down. And I don't know about you, but I felt that in my shoulders. So let's give a little shake. All right. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, to Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, reaching deeply. Inhale, arms to plank. Do some nice flexions in the hands. Exhale, right leg out to the side. Hold, sustain, breathe, bring it back in. If you need to help yourself do that, not a problem. Exhale, spread your toes and point. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, find Tadasana, or down dog. Inhale, up. Exhale, right leg out to the side. We're coming into Parigasana. Here's an exhalation. Inhale, back up, and we come in to Warrior B once again. We'll do exalted, and we'll do side angle. Trikonasana for those off the pod. And everybody returns to the pod. Time to do the other side. Inhale, up. Exhale, extend. Inhale, feel the half lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, plank, flexing the hands, and then taking the leg out to the side, assisting as needed in by the arms. Inhale here, exhale, spread the toes, point, and come into a nice back bend. We will find downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up. Let's take the left leg out to the side. Whenever you're ready, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, to Warrior B. Opening up that right knee, feeling yourself be very strong. Of course, it's a peaceful warrior, strong. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, right arm up. And coming into side angle. With coming into Trikonasana if you want. And then we all meet in Tadasana. Going to do a nice robin's flow. And we're going to bring the arms up, palms facing the back. And then draw the fingers down towards the upper back. Feel the triceps lengthening. You can give a little assist, which I like to do very much, for both sides. And then bring the hands to clasp and open up the elbows. You can feel your shoulders loosen up here, palms up to the sky. Lift the arms up. Let's take the feet apart a little bit, and we'll give some nice side bends here. Inhale up and exhale. Yeah, let's do that again. And we'll return to Tadasana. Let's go to our lunge poses again, and let's come into runner stretch this time. Now, if you want to do runner stretch with the thigh perpendicular or even a little higher, it's possible. You just got to make sure you know where your foundation is. The ball of the foot, that right hip, that right foot, right? So you can bring the left arm by the left ear. Now, if your leg needs to be up quite a bit, if this is too much pressure on the knee, hold on to the pod with your right hand. That can be a little helpful. However, there'll be some of you who want to have a wide stance here. Maybe bring both arms by the ears. And breathe. Inhale. Inhale back up, and then deliberately bend the knees. Inhale, straighten the leg as much as you're able, even if you have your thigh perpendicular. Whether there's just a tiny bit of movement done, it's okay, it's movement. And sometimes the subtle gesture can be more effective than the broad gesture, so think about that. Breathe. Take a big back bend here if you'd like, and then exhale. Return to Tadasana. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, but do a robin's flow first. So here we go to the left. Remember, you can do runner's stretch from here. You just have to be sure of your foundation point. Coming forward, bringing the arm by the ear. You have to press a lot into that left foot. Keep holding on with the left hand. But you might want to have a larger stance, which kind of reconfigures things a little bit, but we're still working that whole left leg, that left hip when we come to rest in runner's stretch. Rest and be effortful at the same time. Maybe even engaging the right glute. Yeah. Breathe here. And inhale, rise up, and here we go again. You can bring the elbows together as you bend the knee, and then add that extra effort to lift up. This can be a back bend, and bend. You don't have to round the back too much here, particularly if you always tend to cave in at the chest, or your musculature has already rounded a little bit if you're older. So just keep that in mind. We'll take one more back bend, and then we're on the pod, and we'll do a nice robin's flow. A nice shoulder. Might as well incorporate a couple windmills here. Pick the feet apart, arms to a T. We'll reach right and left. Covering a lot of territory today, aren't we? Let's go far to the right. Lift it up. Inhale back to center. Extend that right foot forward and flex. Do the other side. We're reaching to the left. Lower the left arm. Up goes the right arm. And return back. Extend that left leg. Do some nice flexions. And we'll bend the knees and toe, heel, toe, heel. Here we are, lowering the arms down, and we'll do a robin's flow. One more shoulder roll. Take several nice deep breaths here. And I say to you, in preparation for your Shavasana, Namaste.